This is a short bite episode of Homeschool Together. Hello and welcome to Homeschool Together Short Bite Edition. Thanks so much for joining us. On Monday, we talked about, or the previous episode, we talked a little bit about how to build an art caddy for your house. And we teased a second episode here on Thursday. We're going to talk about taking that art caddy kind of portable in the car.
Car Caddy.
Car caddy. So we ended up picking up 2 of these from IKEA, right?
We'll put the link in the show notes to IKEA.
But
we'll put an Amazon link to something similar so that, if you can't get to an IKEA, you've got an option.
Essentially, it is a glorified trapper keeper with like a hard front.
It's not a trapper keeper. It's a completely zip up.
It zips up and it opens up.
Well, the cool thing about this one is it has a hard front on it, and it actually has a little clip so you can put a piece of paper and it clips on there. And then it's fully unzips behind this hard surface, and inside it has a place to hold paper, and it has a whole bunch of
kind of like a rubber bandy straps that you can tuck markers under.
Right.
And then there's a zip container where you can put crayons and like colored pencils and things of that nature, as well as pouches to hold, all the various paper or any like kind of crafting supplies.
You can hold a coloring book if you want. And this could be used for a variety of things. And it all zips up, and on the top it has a handle.
Yes.
So this is perfect. We bought one for each kid. They were like $15 at IKEA, 100% worth it.
We use the heck out of these things.
We do.
I cannot tell you.
We put even Lego bags in there.
Every time we go out to dinner, we're like, all right, girls, grab your art caddies.
Oh yeah. Dinner, car rides. Anytime we have to sit for a long time, like sister was doing swim lessons, so we had to take the little one to swim class.
Grab your art caddy.
Grab the art caddy. Yeah. I mean, we take these things with us everywhere. I mean, they really do go. And it's nice because they're pretty small. They can carry just enough supplies for them to do a few activities, keep them busy for an hour or two if we're in the car, like on a long drive. And we can quickly like rotate supplies. I know for a while in one of them you had like just a few Legos that they could build, a couple of small things. Just
a Ziploc bag of so we were at the
You can even put a snack in there. Yep. I mean, they're slim, but they've got a lot of pockets. They hold a lot.
I definitely overstuffed them, but that's okay. Yeah, like I got one of those great Lego kits. They're called the 3-in-1 creator kits. Mm-hmm. And I think that they come in all different sizes and shapes and everything.
We'll link it to you. There's a green one with the dinosaur.
Well, that was the dinosaur. That one's too big for this one. This was the little blue one with like a robot, a whale, and like a little choo-choo train type of thing.
Oh, okay.
And
it's a really small one.
It's super small, costs like $7. So you can imagine there's only like 30 pieces in the whole thing. I put them all into a Ziploc bag. I tore out the front cover so you could see what you're doing. I slipped that in there, and then I slipped the instructions in there as well. So it's just a really quick portable Lego kit. Toss that in there as well.
That's cool.
Then I have a couple coloring books. I have a book in here, which is I think the unicorn book on how to draw 50 different type of like fantasy creatures.
Yeah.
Very simple. Really cool. So each
tracing paper for $1.
Yeah, each kit has its own setup based on the interest of the learner. So you can definitely kind of really explore and think about it. If your kid likes comic books, you can throw some comic books in there. If they're like a young kid that's just starting to read, maybe toss in a couple level 1 readers.
We've definitely put both art supplies and reading material in because they got a good amount of room in there.
Absolutely, yeah. You can just stuff the heck out of it. And so I got a lot of coloring, color pages, different colors and different paper types. I have some sketch paper in there. I have some more drawing paper. You can even put in kind of like a sketch book that could just slide into the little there's a little sleeve there for you to be able to do that. You can pack a lot into these things, and they're a little bit expandable. So if you can overstuff them a tad.
Yeah.
And the handles on the side, I think, are the best part of it.
Yeah. Having a handle is great.
They carry it like a little briefcase when they walk into the car. They're both walking with them and everything.
Yeah. We leave them. We don't leave these in the car because crayons and things would melt. So we bring them in and we put them right by where all of our shoes are. Yep. And before we leave the house, it's like, grab the art caddy. And they
have their own basket. They like get tucked in.
Yep. They have their own basket for their art caddies. I really like that we bring them into the house because it gives us a chance to offload the art that they have made and restock it with fresh paper. If it lived in the car, I'm afraid that it would just they'd run out of paper at some point, and then it would not work anymore. But the fact that they always come inside and then they're right where the shoes and the coats are, it's like, Oh yeah, and grab the Art Caddies. They're right there. They're easy to get to. I think it's an essential feature. Whatever, if you want to get something like this, you can look at the ones that we have linked. But whatever you get, fully zip up is a huge feature, because otherwise there would be crayons all over the floor of the minivan. There kind of still is crayons again loose, but
you still will lose things. Like, it's not a foolproof.
But having it fully zip up is way preferable to anything that just like folds over. Any kind of like the Trapper Keeper type of thing. Like, you definitely need the full zip is I think, critical.
These have a little bit more structure to it, so they feel a little bit more robust. I do like the board, and also the places to like slip the markers in so that they're not going to fall out.
Yeah, it's really nice.
The little zip container where you can throw all your pencils and crayons, I think is really good too. I didn't realize we would need this as much as we did, and it just proved to be one of those kind of like little sleeper things that we put together. It's almost like a go bag for art for the car. And it's just amazing where you end up using it. Like, even though our daughter's, oldest is almost 7, she still takes her Art Caddy. She will still do art in the car, in her car seat. We go to the store, we go to grandma's house, we go to a restaurant, really the restaurant, because we're still in, our 3-year-old is in restaurant probation. She's her 2 case officers here are not allowing her to go back into the wild for a little while.
Yeah, she's not good at restaurants.
Definitely not good at restaurants.
Not right now.
She's still a little difficult. So again, an Art Caddy like this helps alleviate that. Those 3 crayons and that coloring page that Denny's gives us that's useless.
Yeah, we have like grandma and grandpa, oh, let's take the kids out for breakfast, or we want to take you guys all out. Let's have dinner. And we're like, okay, kids, grab the Art Caddies, and it really helps keep the kids entertained.
Taking the little one to the soccer practice, I always grab the Art Caddy as well. And she'll just open it up, sprawl everything out, and use it, and then right when soccer practice is done, she's up running around with like another little girl, and I'm like, okay, putting everything away, and it just all goes right back into the caddy. I zip it right up, throw it in the bag, and we're out of there. And it's really quick. I just love it. I didn't realize I would need something like this until I actually had it. So we hope you also get a on-the-go Art Caddy, and we'll put some links in the show notes.
We hope all the art discussions this week were helpful to you, and you go out and make some creative art pieces.
Make some pretty pictures, Ariel.
Thanks so much for joining us today and making us a part of your homeschool journey. Please engage with us on social media. Join our Homeschool Together podcast group on Facebook, and find us at Homeschool Together Podcast on Instagram. We'd love to hear your feedback, questions, and recommendations. Until next time,
happy homeschooling!